Hey, what's going on, you guys? This is Hyperion-Blue-GT. It's time to get ready for the second round in the 2020 Series Nations Cup on Gran Turismo Sport. Now we are racing at Dragon Trail Gardens Reverse for 18 laps, and we are going in to take on the Group 4 category. We'll be having a grid start with a false start check. So this one might have to check the race details before we get started. So now I'm about to get ready to use the Alfa Romeo 4C Group 4 with my Toll Drummer livery carton on it. So this will be going in to have a nice mid-engine race car that this will be suitable for having a nice race. Balance of performance regulations to be all set and ready to go. But this time, this one might have to take 2 required tires in case we had to stay safe to avoid a 1-minute penalty. So before enjoying watching the video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and check out some more videos if you like. Feel free to enjoy it anytime you want for the entertainment. Now it's time to get ready to start the race, and let's begin. The 2020 series of the Nations Cup is about to begin, so I hope everybody's about to get ready with their Group 4 cars. So it's going to be a nice, wonderful grid start. MSX Violent is now taking first place for the Renault Sport Mini Trophy 2011. Gr.4 takes second place in the Subaru WRX Group 4. Backdoor Galore is now third place in the Porsche Cayman GT4 Clubsport. The GPK11 is now taking fourth place in the Hyundai Genesis Group 4. Fifth place is Baby Buddha Bailey in the Renault Sport Mini Trophy. Nagduri Haas 13 is now taking 6th place in the Porsche Cayman GT4 Clubsport. And here's myself in 7th place with the UDRS InSportTech livery for the pink style of my Toll Drummer OC. Bobber Brory 003 takes on 8th place. Gr.4 1 is now taking 9th place in the Subaru WRX Group 4. Sascar 88 is taking 10th place in the Porsche Cayman GT4 Clubsport. And here's Rec.U2 in 11th place in the Alfa Romeo 4C. 12th place, Dark 055 Hour is now going on to take the good position at the go. La Murray FR is taking 13th place. And here's Luis 3D in 14th place in the Subaru WRX Group 4. Dirty Hair is now taking 15th place in the Haas Wheel Scheme livery style. Matt Falcon 286 in 16th place in the Alfa Romeo 4C. GTR1 Silla is now taking 17th place in the Renault Sport Mini Trophy 2011. Steve MC88 is now in 18th place. 19th place is HD10s is now going in to take the Lexus RCF Group 4. So this will be a nice, wonderful evening to be on the reverse course layout. But this one might have to get started out. Just keep revving up for only 5 seconds to stand by. This will be a nice, excellent, clean race for only 18 laps. So make sure false starts will be penalized. Just keep the foot on the brake until the race begins. So here we go. We're about to hit the green light for the nice start. And we are on our way to proceed to the turn 1 of the corner. Now, looks like this is going to be pretty good to see a nice formation lineup. Just stay on the struggle on the length, but this wheel might have a nice, wonderful, clean turn. So looks like this is going to be pretty good out there. I'm moving on to 6th place, and looks like Luis_3D is now passing me. So this is going to have to take that lap turn, so brace ourselves. This is going to be a one hard handling that this is going to need to stay onto the apex. Just to avoid getting off the track, it's going to be a one tough risk. Pretty good solid lineup formation, but here comes the next turn. This wheel might have to take the blending in onto the right before taking the left. And we're about to be coming in to take the hairpin. This one might have a good braking point until we're about to be keep it in. Very good. So looks like that was a pretty good, awesome turn. So looks like this one might have to take 2 penalty lines in case this one might have a good monitor surveillance whenever each driver will need to keep a good focus. If there's any mistake, this wheel might have to be on the penalty to be well occur. And here comes that corkscrew. This is going to be one pretty tough turn for all of us if we had to try to take it nice and slow. Cornering will be doing important, but this wheel might have to proceed onto the final turn of the track. This wheel have to lead up onto the end of the first lap. It looks like Gr.4 23 is now going in to take the lead. MSX Spyland is now going in to catch up onto first place driver. Backdoor Galore is now taking on third place, so looks like we are in second lap, viewers. This is going to take a lot of struggle that this wheel had to take plenty more strategies to be around in the garden layout of Dragon Trail. So looks like Baby Buddha Bailey is now going forward, and looks like I just see some scratches sparks in onto Nitros 13. Coming right back onto the hard line left turn. This is going to get, oh man, looks like Luis_3D just barely almost had that loss of the grip by coming off the track, and now it's coming back in. Looks like he's okay. Looks like he might be dropped down onto 7th place. Looks like this wheel might give a better chance out there for myself. Currently in 8th place, but this wheel might give a nice pink UTRS livery. We'll be going in to take that hairpin. Just gonna have a good ways to do it. So it's gonna be a one excited Cupid run. We'll be taking the rush. Making one good pass overtake on Subaru. Going forward to take 7th place, and looks like the Renault Sport is about to be overtaking Porsche before taking on the corkscrew in the next turn. And here it comes. This is going to be a pretty solid fine technique turn. And luckily, Luis_3D has barely passed me. Hope this is going to have to take a mid-engine. We'll be catching up an all-wheel drive. That was definitely might be a good, reliable Gr.4 car. We'll be dealing with some fine corners to be around on this track. Taking on the second lap, we'll be going in at the end. Moving to the third lap, so looks like Gr.4 23 is going to have to stay on the lead until MSX Spyland will be having ways to catch up to him. But this is going to get a lot of heated rush to see how the top 3 drivers will be going in to take the battle. And it looks like Backdoor Galore is now going forward to be on the ongoing in 3rd place. Gonna have to take that hard left turn. This is going to be a similar to be on the forward course layout. Keep it nice and maintained. And better watch out for the apex. Things are about to get a little bumpy whenever you're going to need to keep a good eye on the tires. So it looks like Nitros 13 is now going in to catch up onto Baby Buddha Bailey and taking on that hairpin. So it looks like he's going in to take the outside. Oh, looks like this is going to be good to see. The Porsche is now moving on to 5th place. Looks like Renault Sport is still staying on the line to be in 5th place. Now that was a pretty close one out there, folks. This is going to be a one side-by-side far distance, but this is definitely like having a social distance during this major event. Well, maybe this is definitely might be having a little competition race out there, folks, but just going to make sure that this is going to have to deal with some several gap distance. Every driver could probably have to learn its capability to drive fast, to keep an eye on the road, to do whatever it takes. Chasing a ghost is definitely might be important, like taking the time trial. Going forward to proceed to the 4th lap, and here comes back onto the first turn. This is going to be pretty opening. Oh boy, looks like this is going to be pretty caution ways to keep it on the inside. This is going to be a one fine cute livery that this wheel might have to take 7th place. We'll catch up to only 2 drivers in 5th and 6th place. Gonna have to take that left turn. Going in to catch up onto the Porsche and Renault Sport. This is going to be a little risky for Alfa Romeo. We'll be doing the oversteer pressure. But this is going to be a one epic battle of the MR drivetrains. It's going to be going in. Okay, looks like the Porsche has barely just went off the track and now going to be taking that short recovery. So it looks like Gr.4 and Luis_3D is now proceed on to 7th and 8th place. Gonna have to catch up onto Baby Buddha Billy in 5th place, but things about to get a little bit more straight up on the rush after taking the hairpin. And it looks like the GPK11 is now going forward to catch up onto Backdoor Galore. 4 drivers are now taking that corkscrew technique turn, but this is going to have to take a little bit more hard ways to come. Oh, cannot believe it, that was so close after taking a little single hit. Just going to keep a monitor caution out there. Since every fastest lap time during the competition race, I hope everybody did pretty well out there. And it looks like the GPK11 have made a new set for only 1minute and 40.718 seconds. Now that was a pretty good ongoing rush out there to catch up onto Backdoor Galore in 3rd place. GPK11 has do his best out there, but this wheel might have plenty more focused ways to go. But if anybody could probably have to beat his lap time, that will be taking a lot of technique work, will be needed to do more practice. I hope I could probably have to keep getting a little bit more time on the handling. But looks like this is going to get a little bit plenty less distance for only 1.8 seconds up ahead on Baby Buddha Bailey. I guess my OC could probably really want to do my best out there. Give a nice heart to feel the joy of racing has to be given the best motivational. But this wheel might have a racing cupid in the competition, folks. Better make sure to keep a good eye out whenever you see a pink livery design of my Total Drama OC. Coming in to take that full straight once again, but looks like Niedring Haas 13 has going in back onto 8th place. Gonna catch up to see how Gr.1 is about to be going in. This is gonna have to take a little ongoing struggle to be well defended to be suitable, and better be on the lookout by taking the corkscrew. So this is going to be a pretty tough bump on the apex, so we have to be very careful. Otherwise, that wheel might have a prevented spin out to be dropped down onto last place. Gonna keep it careful. We just gonna need to do a lot of clean racing strategy just to be safe. Proceed onto the 6th lap. I hope this is going to be pretty ongoing out there for the top 3 drivers. Gr.23 could probably have to stay well defended until MSX Spyland could probably have to come up with a better plan to catch up to him. It's going a little bit separate, but this one might leads up for only 17 drivers left standing on the track. Only 2 drivers just left the lobby, but this wheel might have to give another time for only a point race to be available in only a matter of time. Subaru is now going forward to take 6th place, but this wheel might have to catch up onto Renault Sport for having an all-wheel drive. Will be doing the best suitable to be on the track. Taking on that hairpin, I bet Gr.1 is now going in to take that understeer pressure. Stepping on that apex after proceeding in before taking on that full straight. Looks like I'm going in to catch up for only 1.7 seconds up ahead. Gotta expect that breaking point that this wheel might need to go in. Very good precision on that corkscrew. And looks like Gr.1 is now definitely giving a less slow down time. Still close so far, but this wheel might have to going in to take that final turn and make a full stretch to be moved on onto the next lap. So according to the new set of the fastest lap time, MSX Vineland has took the new run for only 1minute and 40.216 seconds. So it looks like he's now in the lead, and Gr.23 is now in 2nd place. And still currently in 3rd place for Backdoor Galore. He can still be on the runner-on to catch up onto Gr.23 by giving the chance. But it's only gonna have to take a few gap distance left to go. These pro drivers could really know that they just gonna need to keep up by having a nice precision skill taking a good way, like having a professional racer, will be doing the best opportunity. And it looks like this we might have to see how Baby Buddha Belly is now going in nearby. Gr.4 is about to be closing in. Gonna have to take that hairpin. And looks like Renault Sport is going to be having a little situation out there because Subaru is coming in to deal with the MR Gr.4 trophy car. Gonna have to stay on it. Make that good slipstream. And here comes back onto the corkscrew of the turn. This is going to be pretty tough. The Subaru barely made a small jump. It looks like this is going to be a little bit closed in onto Renault Sport. Oh man, it looks like Baby Buddha Belly is now going to be a little bit more time to keep it going. His running line of defense might be getting closer, but this is going to get a little bit more time to go on, and looks like he's changing up the lanes, and this wheel might have a pit stop. So I hope this wheel might have the 2 required tires to be all set and ready to go. First up, it's going to be using with the Racing Medium compound tires. So we're about to have to take for only a few more laps. Just keep it wisely to be well managed. And here's once again for having a new lap time on MSX Violent, 1 minute and 39.883 seconds. He did a pretty good job out there for beating 1 minute and 40 seconds on the clock. This is going to be taking a lot of hard work out there for only Group 4 category. We'll be having a nice race, but time trial was definitely important. But this is going to have to take plenty of turns that we just going to need to master. But this will be having a good ways to lead up by having an expert. We'll be doing some more runs to go. Now, this wheel might have a turn for Gr.4, so looks like I'm coming in to catch up onto Subaru. But this is going to be a longest chase for Alfa Romeo. We'll be taking the action run. Gonna have to keep going, but this one might have a full straight before taking on that corkscrew. We'll be going steep down onto the slope. Looks like Gr.4 almost barely lost that control. Just gonna have to keep himself well maintained. Staying on the line for having the final turn. It looks like this one might have to take several drivers. Will be needed to take 1 pit stop, but this one might have a few remaining for only 25% left. Luis_3D is now in the pits, so gonna make sure that he has to choose for the Racing Hard compound to be selected. This wheel might have a 1 minute penalty, so we have to be very careful. So we're just gonna need to use the directions of the tires to be selected at once. Going freestyle on the hard left. Staying closer to maintain the pace. It looks like the GP-K11 is now going to have to keep going to be on 4th place to stay on the line of the precision. But he can probably have enough gap distance behind on Gr.4 in 5th place. But I can still trying to catch up to him. This will be buying some time. Okay, looks like this is going to be good enough to have a 3.2 seconds behind from Nidre 13. It looks like Sascar 88 is now going in forward to take 8th place. Gonna have to see how 2 Porsches will be going on to take that battle. Will be stepping in, while the Alfa Romeo will be taking the chase to catch up onto the Subaru in 5th place. Looks like this one might have the GP-K11 is now going into the pits. Looks like this one might have the 5th place, and the 6th place will be changing up the different tires as well. Good thing this wheel might have a solid queue of the lineup, so this is going to be very best effort that this wheel might have a good teamwork strategy. For every drivers will be doing the best suitable lineup that this one might have to choose with different compound tires. So looks like that should be good enough, and gonna have the pink UDRS will be pit out and continue on the run for only 8 laps to go. Now, only a few drivers will be passing in by having a different position will be changed up. So luckily, Baby Buddha Billy has now dropped in onto 13th place. So it looks like Backdoor Galore is now going into 2nd place. But this is going to be leads up onto 1st place to catch up onto MSX Violent. This is going to be a one way to go to have that distance. So several drivers will be going in to proceed to the next lap onto number 10. But this one might have only one pit stop to be available. Gonna make sure that the check the tires is gonna be suitable to use it wisely. Looks like Gr.4 is now going forward to take that full straight after the hairpin. Gonna have to catch him up. And looks like the top 3 drivers are now in the first pit stop. So this one might have to take the chance. This wheel might have a little bit patient time that this wheel might need to have a full refuel. Oh man, looks like this is going to be pretty hard time to see it. Looks like just barely got hit the start 55 hour and looks like he's still okay. Practically that this is going to be having a standing position to be in 11th place. Well, I cannot believe it. That was so close, folks. A pink UDRS livery was so close, and now this one might have to proceed back onto 6th place. Gonna have to take that first turn. We'll be going in on the flying corner. 7 more to go. This one might have to buy some time. It looks like this is going to be good to see how MSX Violent, Backdoor Galore, and Gr.4 is now staying in the same position. But the rivalry race will always continue at the end of the challenge. But this one might have to lead up onto the final lap. But I guess MSX Violent will be taking home the gold whenever he has to win. Keep it nice and smooth onto that turn. It looks like Luis_3D in the Subaru WRX Gr.4 is now going in to take that hairpin. Looks like I'll have to do the leading chase to catch up to him. This will have to do it for a little fine oversteer. To see an all-wheel drive, we'll be doing a nice understeer. It's going to be a long gap distance lineup out there for only a top 5 drivers, folks. But this is going to be pretty excitement. And the spectators are really enjoying to see how the drivers could probably have to keep going. Gonna have to proceed onto the next lap, so it looks like one of the top 3s are in the number 12. It looks like Luis_3D is now going into the pits. So this one might have a racing hard tires, so I hope he can probably have to use with the racing medium. But this will be having a fine method that this one might have to be required 2 tires. Starting up with the racing hard first and then the medium. But this will be an alternate method for having a race details to be suitable for taking directions. So now I'm finally made it in 5th place. This might do my best out there to keep going. But this is going to have to take a little bit few more distance left to go. We're only 20 seconds up ahead. I could probably have to stay in 5th place as longer as I can. Gonna have that nice turn. It looks like Sascar88 is now gonna have enough gap distance to catch up to me. 6.7 seconds up ahead for him in 6th place. Looks like Gr.4 and Gr.13 has definitely might be trying to have a nice 3-way battle to get there. Coming in to take that corkscrew on that turn. I hope this one might have a good gap distance and range. We'll buy some time. Oh boy, looks like that was so close. Good thing that Apex just barely saved the grip of the mobility position. Now, looks like MSX Violent is still taking on 1st place. And it looks like Backdoor Galore is still trying to catch up to him, but this is going to have to take a little bit long distance, that this is going to be taking a little bit more time. I bet Gr.4 23 and the GPK 11 is now taking a little bit more distance by distance, but it looks like the top 4 drivers is now taking a little bit far time to see it. But that was going to be pretty wonderful if any drivers could probably have enough distance. This is going to be doing some fine precision to see it. And here comes the 8th place driver. Law_Murti-FR is now going in. This one might have to catch up onto Gr.1 and Sascar 88, but this is going to have to take plenty enough distance to catch up to see how the Canadian driver will be going in. I hope he can probably have to do his best out there, viewers. This will be doing the best time. So meanwhile, the battle continues on in the 6th place. So Sascar and Gr.1 is now taking the side-by-side by taking a struggle to be leading up onto the chase. So after that, this will might have a lineup distance to see it whenever you're going to have to check the course map on the top right. So it looks like 4 more laps to go. This is going to be pretty great. Just keep a little bit more time, so I hope this one might have to take the total time until it reaches up onto 30 minutes. But that was going to be a pretty awesome Group 4 endurance race out there. But the second round is going to be pretty challenging, that this will might have to test our skills to the limit to be on the 2020 series. Just like having a daily race in the forward course layout, but this wheel might have a difference, that this wheel might take on the left turn freestyle will be going in. Gonna keep going. I hope this one might have a nice fine driver rating to be well increased to be improved. But this wheel might have to take a little bit more time until Sascar 88 and Gr.1 is about to be coming in. This wheel might have a little line of defense shield for only a gap distance left for only 1.2 seconds. Gonna have to take a little bit more time and gonna take a lot of good precision, that this wheel might have to deal with some several corners. And here it comes right now behind. Sascar 88 is now going forward with his Porsche Cayman GT4 Clubsport. So this wheel might have to catch up onto an Alfa Romeo 4C Group 4 with the UTRS title on it. So maybe this wheel might have a quick look to see it. So this is definitely my very own livery. But this is going to be having a nice different color besides a nice blue style variant, giving a nice decal logos to be placed in the title of InSport Tech. So now the top 3 drivers, including the 4th place, are now going forward to take the 15th lap. So this one might have to take 3 more to go. And looks like this is going to get a little bit more heated length of the distance, that this will might to see a little get separate. It looks like Sascar 88 is now passing me onto the first turn. And it looks like this is going to be having a pink Alfa Romeo has been overtaken by a green Porsche Cayman GT4 Clubsport. Now, this will have to take the running Cupid is about to be going in. Expect racing caution out there. This is going to be a 1 European Group 4 dogfight in our hands. That was so close after taking the apex. Gonna have to stay well controlled. The Racing Hard tires has still got plenty of lot of duration grip. Coming in to take the inside of the hairpin. So it looks like Sascar 88 is now going in onto the 5th place upper hand position. And it looks like Law_Murti-FR has took the fastest lap by beating MSX Violent running lap for only 1 minute and 39.563 seconds. Now that was a pretty excellent run out there whenever he has to take a lot of running endurance. taking a lot of corners and full straight, has definitely might be coming in by doing the running method. 2 more laps to go for only the top 4 drivers, and now this one might lead the 5th place driver who will be moving on. 16 lap is now in, only 2 more to go. But this is going to be pretty awesome to see how every racer could probably have to take enough distance, could probably be on the opening. Now that was going to be a very good excited time, and here comes Gr.4 23 in 3rd place. He's going in to catch up onto Backdoor Galore to make an overtake. I hope Backdoor Galore could probably have to take a good lean defense position. He can probably have to stay in 2nd place until Gr.4 23 will be going right in. And looks like 2 drivers are now taking a hairpin, so it looks like this is going to be pretty close call to see it. I hope Backdoor Galore could probably finish in 2nd place. So now, looks like this is going to be good to see how MSX Violent is now taking on that final turn. So this will might leads up onto the 17th lap, and we're almost there until the race will end soon. But I hope everybody is going to have to take plenty good enough endurance. But this will might have a total of time that this will might keep it monitored checked on it. So now we're in 27 minutes since the race began. I hope 2 is a company, and that will might make it nearly towards 3. And looks like 7th place driver Gr.4 Silla and Gr.1 passes me, and looks like this is going to be a closing edge onto Subaru to catch up onto Renault Sport. Renault Sport just barely pushed on to be in 6th place, so it looks like this is going to be getting forward to proceed onto the 17th lap. So we're almost there. The final lap is about to be coming near. Expect Handling has definitely taken caution, but this one might have good straight. We'll have to do a slipstream. But I hope this is going to be a pretty good, excited, epic battle to see that Group 4 could be taking on the reverse course. Oh boy. Pretty tough on that left turn. But I thought this is definitely might be having a little opposite from the forward course. But looks like the 3 drivers are now going in to take the battle of 6th place. But looks like I had to catch up to them. This is going to have to take plenty more clean turns to be left to go. And it looks like this is going to get nearly there towards the final lap. MSX Violent is about to be taking on the podium whenever it's going to be reached up onto the final lap. So this will might have 1 more to go. This will be having a 1st place driver who will be doing his best time on the distance. So now he is now onto the 18th lap, so this could be doing his best out there, folks. This is going to be one part of a challenge of the Group 4 category in the 2020 Series Nations Cup. But all the struggle in handling and taking a lot of speed and mobility, but this will might come close. But this is going to have to take plenty more separate drivers out there. But there will be having some more battles to come. But this is going to have to take that leading chase will go in. Backdoor Galore is going to have to stay on in 2nd place, while Gr.4 23 is going to need to keep going in. I hope this is going to have to take a little bit more separate time out there. And luckily, if there's going to be a last place driver to be having a signal to be marked on the blue, this will be giving faster cars to proceed. Coming closer for only Gr.1 in 8th place. So it looks like Gr.1 Silla is about to be going in to catch up onto La Mertier-FR. Looks like this is going to be one last stand to see how Subaru and Renault Sport will be battling out to see it. They're going to coming in to take one last hairpin. It looks like coming in onto the final stretch of the last turn. I hope MSX Violent is about to be taking home the goal. Backdoor Galore could stay on in 2nd place, and looks like Gr.4 23 is going to need to stay on it. And looks like there it goes, folks. MSX Violent has finally made it in the finish line in the first race of the 2020 series of the Nations Cup. Now there you go, folks. MSX Violent have took first place in the podium. Now that was a pretty awesome race out there, folks. What in the most epic distance race of all time in the second round. Now that was pretty excellent and more challenging. But we did good out there. But this is gonna have to take plenty of racing work that this wheel might have to take in endurance. Everybody is cheering, and so does the other pit crew members are now raising up the banner. So that will be doing better to have a ninth place finish for myself in the Alfa Romeo 4C Group 4. So looks like this one might have a sixth place driver will be taking a good finish. Now that was pretty excellent out there, folks. We did great by taking all two tires at once, so this wheel might have to be safe to avoid a 1-minute penalty. Now, just gonna have to keep a good eye on the last three drivers who will be going in to take the finish line, so this will be having a results to be confirmed. Very good timing for having a clean race for only a single star earned. But good thing, this is going to be a nice, wonderful, heart feeling for the Alfa Romeo 4C I just made. Just going to have to go in and have some earning summaries. So this was definitely might be having a lot of distance for having a good workout. Competition race was meant to be all true. So good thing that this one might see how MSX Violent has did pretty well. So I had to go over to congratulate him along with Gr.4 and Backdoor Galore. So looks like this is going to be a very good way to see how three drivers has made it to the top three finish. So good thing I'm just going to congratulate all the three drivers who have finally made it to the finish line. Motivational in the reverse course of Dragon Trail Gardens for a Group 4 category race. So this will might have a feature showcase to have my total drama OC in the Alfa Romeo 4C. So I hope you like it. Moving on to the next round, it's going to be at Circuit de Barcelona, Catalunya, for having a Super GT 500 race. We'll be at the Spanish Grand Prix racetrack. Alright folks, I hope you're really enjoying watching the race. Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, bell for notification uploads, and the links on the description down below if you want to see more. Livery blog videos are available to watch anytime you want. This will be the entertainment showcase about different cars with liveries I have been made. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time for continuing in the 2020 Series Nations Cup on Gran Turismo Sport, and I'll see you guys later. Keep on racing, stay clean.